Oh, yeah, baby. This is the moment we've been waiting for. And I know all you out there are thinking the same thing as I. When was this going to happen? When were the MisippBros going to get together and get themselves a pod so that we can go different eras, we can go different opinions? But one thing we both have, besides our good looks, are two things that you will always get from us. The truth and some sick sports knowledge. Welcome to the first one on the newly crowned MisippBros YouTube channel. I'm Big Bro Chooch, and you got my bro right there, Sip. Say hey to the folks, would you, my man?
Hey, folks. How we doing out there on a Thursday? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, somewhere.
Yeah, dude.
And
get them going.
For all my friends tuning in on the East Coast, thank you. I appreciate it. It's close enough to 5 o'clock that if you got a Golden Monkey or a Dirt Wolf IPA in your hands, shout out Victory Brewing. Go ahead and pop that baby. No shame, no judgment, judgment-free zone. You do you, we do us, and enjoy.
Exactly, man. I don't even know what you just said, man, about those crazy beers, but do it, dude. Pop them. You'll love it, man. My newly crowned fiance loves IPAs. She calls them IPAs, dude. And I'm like, oh, you're the best. Yes, she loves herself an IPA. We know it as an IPA. But just to say that, dude, what is this, man? What are you doing? Coughing?
Oh,
drinking while on the job, dude?
No, man. This is just your virgin cafe.
All right, man.
Not we got tonic.
Yes, man. All right, man. Well, hey, we're coming to you south of the border, south of the equator, and north of the equator, man. I'm here in Santiago, Chile, home of the beautiful Mariela, and also my bro Mark is up where? Where are you at, man?
I'm in the East Bay. I'm in the Bay Area, Clayton, California, to be precise. And if you've never heard of it, you're probably on a long list of people that have never heard of it.
Well, that's why we get all these different opinions, man. My bro, we are going to be talking plenty of Bay Area sports, and he's right in the heart of it, man. And speaking of that, man, I know this isn't happening in the Bay, but we got to talk about how many people are or are not, and throw yourself in the comments, dude. We love to hear this kind of stuff, man. Pitchers and catchers reported yesterday down in AZ and Florida, all right? Are you pumped for Bay Area baseball this year, dude?
I'll tell you what, A's fans are a little more pumped than they were. There's been a couple of signings the A's have made. They spent some money. Trevor Rosenthal, Sergio Romo, Mitch Moreland, an A's killer, dude. By the way. Nice left-handed piece. High OBP guy. That lineup needs some high OBP.
Yes.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Marcus Semien, I believe, was the best at getting on base. Hard to believe because 5 years ago, that guy couldn't even get the first. Matt Chapman, Matt Olson are incredible talents, but neither of them sport that high OBP. So I like that solidifying force, Miss Moreland, into the lineup. But the first day of pitchers and catchers, what do you see? The clips on MLB Network and ESPN. You see pitchers jogging, kind of doing this.
I know, right?
Just kind of.
Oh yeah, it's been a long winter, man. Got it.
Mitts are popping, and apparently fingers are breaking. Because if you're in Philadelphia, you might have seen the news of that. JT Realmuto, best catcher in the game, already down one thumb.
Dude, I hear thumbs are important. They kind of balance you out a little bit. Is that right, man?
It is a digit. It's a digit. Yeah. What's the weird thing? Is a thumb a finger? There's like an age-old science.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. We used to say, man, when a guy used to drop a ball in the outfield or something like that, or that guy's got 5 thumbs. That kind of stuff, dude. So cinco dedos.
It reminds me of the really old school baseball mitts, the old school ones. It looks like a pancake almost. It's just a thumb and then basically an oven mitt, and just slap it.
Dude, you want to hear something great, man? I have one of those.
Yes,
it was passed down for me from one of my uncle Steve gave it to me, his uncle, who is way gone, man, gave it to him, and he gifted it to me years ago. I still have it somewhere in storage, man. Pancake Mint, dude. It's like this together and one thumb.
Yeah.
And you're trying to squeeze. You're like, wait a minute, how the hell did they do this?
For all you young baseball players out there, if you haven't played catch with a mitt like that, go humble yourself. Dude. Feel the ball slap you right in the palm, and then just think to yourself, they were really playing with these things back in the day. Back in the day when you needed a baseball bat, you went out in the woods, you cut down a tree, and you made it yourself, and it was probably heavy.
Are you breaking out the natural stuff, dude? Is this what's happening, man? Are you are you feeling the baseball love, dude? You want to break out the natural? Okay, here's a good trivia question for all you folks out there, including my bro. Okay, the bat that Roy Hobbs, used in the natural was named what? What? Come on, man. Who's got it?
Haven't seen the natural in quite a long time.
All right.
Probably a crime by me.
Wonder Boy. All right.
I gotta just make a confession. I don't think the natural is in my top 5 baseball movies.
No, it is up there, but it's not top 5. I agree.
I was just having this conversation the other day too. I'm sticking at baseball movies. This does qualify as a baseball movie. I just don't hold it near and dear to my heart as a true baseball flick. But Moneyball. A lot of people enjoy that film. I see it more as kind of like a business economics film. Not really tons of riveting baseball action. And outside of Chris Pratt being cast as Scott Hatterberg, not a lot of notable performances in that movie from me. And just one of my own gripes, one of my qualifiers for good baseball movie and sports movie. You got to have real looking athletes. You got to have dudes that can pull it off. The reason Wild Thing appeared to throw 99 miles per hour because Charlie Sheen actually had baseball experience and had that whole wind up down and everything, and it added to the film. Moneyball, I remember trying to get in the movie as an extra or like be there on the field as a fan or what have you and I'd come to learn the guy they cast is David Justice. There's an important throw he needs to make in the movie. He needs to go into the left field corner with his left hand since he was a left-handed thrower, and he needs to pick up the ball and he needs to throw it in. They couldn't find an appropriate David Justice looking guy apparently, and they went this route. They took a right-handed guy and mirrored the image. And it's nothing you would ever notice, but it just lent itself. You know that's not going to look properly left-handed. You know what I'm talking about. The aesthetics matter.
Dude, the aesthetics matter, dude. And for the casual fan, they wouldn't notice it, but us baseball junkies will definitely notice it. And that's why I can't watch Kevin Costner throw a baseball on the mound. I can't do it, dude. That one, what was it called? For the Love of the Game or something like that? Sorry. He just doesn't look natural enough to me. So as a former pitcher, no, sorry, it ain't happening. And I say former with all the lovingly. I miss it like hell, man. But watching Kevin Costner, no good. Roy Hobbs, Robert Redford in the natural, just fine for me. Yes. And so for all you honks out there, when Wonder Boy broke his bat in the last scene, he had to get another one from the bat kid, who made a bat with him. Long story short, who's got it? No? Savoy Special, dude. Yes, I am a plethora of useless sports knowledge, my folks, dude. Yes. And that was the name of the bat that he used. All right. Going forward, dude. Pitchers and catchers reported. We talked about the mitts. They have better ones now. The A's loaded up, dude, with a bunch of vets. And we're going to see how this works out, man. Sergio Romo, they got a lefty Adam Kolarek from the Dodgers. They picked up Rosenthal for $11 million. I can't believe it. But they couldn't spend $15 or $16 million on Semien, which is kind of weird. What they did is they traded in Semien for about 4 or 5 players, right? So that's what the A's do. I'm much more interested in their appearance now. It wasn't looking too good. On the other side of the bay, dude, we have the Gigantes, man, and they keep signing these. Tommy La Stella, these. I like La Stella. La Stella's a ball player. He's a ball player, dude, and
puts the ball in play.
Yes, and that's what the Giants are doing differently because they know that they can't slug their way out of the NL West. And speaking of that, dude, we have to speak about my man. And I say my man because I watched him in the Dominican Republic before he made it to the majors. And that's Fernando Tatis Jr. You can just see he was going to be nasty. I had no idea he was going to be this good right out of the gate, and he just got paid, baby. Tell me some details.
Oh man, they locked him up for 14 years, a 14-year contract. I mean, this guy just turned 21, I believe. Just turned 21. He's on the cover of MLB The Show 21. That's fitting.
Nice.
So he's cover boy, and he got that big fat rich contract, which one of the numbers I saw come out already. You know, living in California, you're going to get taxed pretty heavily, right? So that $340 million contract will boil down to only $168 million and some change when it's all said and done. Thank you, California.
Well, you know, California they need roads, schools, traffic lights, and a lot of money goes in people's pockets, dude. They need that money. Come on, dude.
No, I mean, the Padres can feel pretty good with what they got with Tatis, but don't you find it a bit shocking that they gave him this contract now? I mean, yeah, you could argue he'll be in San Diego for a long time to come, but he had 4 or 5 years remaining before any sort of free agency. So it's kind of an interesting, is it a new trend? We've seen Harper and Trout get equivalently long, rich deals, but they did damage in the major leagues for 5 or 6 years before that. You know, their contracts were up. I don't know if it's a new trend or if this is just an incredibly unique player that the Padres are just saying, pay the man. He's going to be here doing this for a long time to come. And if you're Ronald Acuna's agent right now, pressure's on. What are the Braves dragging their feet on him? He should be the next one. Same deal.
Dude, no. I think you're missing out here, dude. Acuna already signed a big deal.
Oh, excuse me. He should get his walking papers is what I meant to say.
Yeah. Because Acuna, dude, signed a very cheap deal, they said at the time. And he's probably going, damn it, after he sees what Tatis got, right?
Hey, at least he won't be as taxed in Georgia. I can only imagine the same contract being signed in Nevada or Texas. Ka-ching.
Well, that's why, you know, that's what they say a lot about all these guys that sign for big money on the West Coast, because they have to pay the California rate, dude. You don't think? Come on, Tatis is represented by who? Scott Boras, dude. The agent, the smartest agent in baseball. Whatever you think about him, he is the smartest agent in baseball. So, long story short, they pay a premium, dude.
Here's the number on Acuna's contract: 8 years, $100 million.
Oh, ouch! I'd be going to my agent, going, "Dude, you're fired." Yeah.
Wow.
When Tatis,
I didn't know it was like that.
I told you it was really short. It was really cheap comparatively. Now, $100 million is $100 million, and especially. You know, a lot of these guys that are getting this, look at all the big contracts, excluding Mike Trout. You got Juan Soto's coming up next, right? You got freaking Tatis. You got freaking Acuna. You got all these guys that are come from where? International players, right? They don't come from a lot of money. In fact, they don't come from hardly anything. And so when you say $100 million to someone that brought up, you know, not having a lot, dude, the answer is usually yes. But now that Tatis broke the bank, and I like that he's going to stay in San Diego, dude. I think he's a perfect fit for San Diego, dude. He just has that panache, that attitude. I'm surprised that San Diego is putting out that dough, man. I'm wondering, you know, just like you and everyone else, Major League Baseball owners have been crying poor, dude. The Cardinals guy was talking about crying poor. The Cardinals. And now the Padres just signed him. There's $340 million over 14 years. That shows me that baseball owners aren't exactly being totally true with us. Wow, there's a surprise.
Yeah, the Cardinals smack dab in the middle of America in a place that loves baseball, in a town that focuses on baseball because they've lost their football team. They don't have a by the way, shout out St. Louis. Here we go. Speaking of St. Louis football teams, we'll talk about them in a little bit. Sorry, this isn't coming through blue. I don't know what's going on with my color.
I don't even know what the St. Louis Battlehawks are, but that's cool. You'll tell us later. XFL, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
So,
oh, man.
St. Louis is a storied franchise. I think they've got the second most World Series victories of all time, and the baseball-loving city, so they can't be crying poor. No way. And as for the San Diego Padres, uber expensive infield, I think they're $750 million worth of contracts on that infield between Manny Machado, $300 million, Fernando Tatis, $340, and I think Eric Hosmer's on some sort of a bloated deal. All I know is they better not drop the ball in that infield because it's going to make the sound of money.
Nice, dude. Very good. That's a nice soundbite right there. But yeah, you say $750 million. Okay. Over how many years? Okay. So now I think, man, I'm surprised that Boras quiet freaking signed that, because he usually likes to take guys to free agency. Maybe he sees something down the road, man, with everything with baseball, not having as many viewers as usual, man. And so with the pandemic and all this kind of stuff, maybe these teams will not be spitting out this kind of money again, man. And so maybe he's, striking while the iron's hot. Hey, dude, $340 million. The answer is usually yes, right?
Yeah. How many times do I have to sign?
Yes. Right.
Unlimited.
Yes.
Sign
right,
here,
dude.
Sign here.
Exactly.
Until my hands are raw. That's all right. Yeah, that's all good.
Dude.
Yeah, the Padres and the Dodgers are going to be a fun pursuit to watch all season. Not to say there's not other teams in the NL West, but I don't like their chances. The Padres are so stacked, and I can't wait to see Darvish unveil his 7th and 8th pitches this year. I hear he's been working on them. That guy's got some serious movement on his pitches, Chooch.
He does. No,
bit of a renaissance last year for you.
The talent has never been a question with Darvish. I've always worried about his mind, his head, and you can see he gets timid out there, and he's not. He gets locked. He gets locked in sometimes. He's streaky as hell. He's like a streaky number 2 hitter, man, that'll freaking carry your team for a while, and then he'll just disappear for a while. And that's Darvish to me, dude. So hopefully, in a more relaxed environment, San Diego, he can come around. But until he gets that mentality, I'm not counting on him, dude. I'm not. But I like him as a number 3 or 4. You got Blake Snell. You got Dinwiddie Lamet. You got all these guys. Who'd they pick up? Musgrove, you said. Some other Musgrove's pretty good. So, no, that's going to be fun to watch. Do you think maybe this is a stretch? The Dodgers and Padres, man, can maybe, I know this is going to piss Ed off, and I'm going to love it, maybe get to the point of being West Coast Yankees, Red Sox?
They say there was some chatter that Tatis he's not going to end up in Boston or New York now or on the East Coast, and is that damaging for baseball overall? You have 2 of baseball's biggest stars in California, in Mike Trout and Tatis. Unfortunately, nothing can elevate to Yankees, Red Sox in the baseball world.
No. Right.
Yes. You're still going to get. I don't know how many Sunday night editions of Red Sox Yankees we get in a season.
Oh my God, dude!
Feels like 10.
How many do we have to watch, dude? Seriously,
it feels like 10. It feels like every other Sunday night matchup is Yankees, Red Sox. I don't think they're going to rise to that level. The quality of play, like the actual rivalry on the field, could be as heated at times, and maybe as quality of a product. But as for the East Coast staying up till 1 a.m. to watch every Padres Dodgers finish, not with
man. There's always the East
busy.
Coast bias. Yeah, dude. Everyone's too busy, dude. Come on, man. Everyone's way busy. You know what I just realized, dude? I got a radio going on in the background, dude, and it's always here at this at the house I'm in, Mariella's place, and it's. I could say both of ours now. Look at that, dude. Long story short, dude, is that it's 80s music, dude. It's another great attribute, dude. She loves 80s music. Yes.
I'm a product of the 80s. I think I was conceived to 80s music. Just my opinion.
I think you were, dude. Yeah. I think you were.
It always felt like Michael Jackson. Okay, I was gonna say something weird, but I'm not. But long story short, dude, Brittany Lane, dude. You would concede to Brittany Lane, man. 851.
851, baby. Look it up, man.
Do you remember the phone number?
Of course I do, dude. No one's business, dude. You want to say it on air? Come on, 682-2191, dude. Come on, baby. Come on, man.
In case anybody wanted to reach us 25 years ago, that's how you did it.
Yes, you can catch me in my junior year in high school, dude, at 682-2191, dude.
Yep.
No doubt about it. Yeah. Isn't that interesting how we remember those numbers now? Because now we can't remember any numbers because they just go on our phone and we don't have to remember jack, nothing.
Nope. And I used to be really good at that. I used to be, that was a good skill I had. I had all the girls' numbers in my head down. I had all the guys that were in the neighborhood. I knew to get a hold of them. Just write down the old mental Rolodex, and no need for that now. Just
dude, if you had to keep all your girls' numbers in your head, dude. That's a lot, bro.
Sometimes you call the wrong one. That's when
that's a problem. That's a serious problem, dude. And you got to freaking tiptoe and and freaking dance around that, dude. Well, but you're a good dancer, dude. You're a good dancer.
Today's teenagers and tweenagers and young Romeo and Juliets don't have to deal with. Nowadays, everyone, including the teenagers, has one of these, right? You can call your crush directly or text them. I'm sure they're not making many phone calls. No, what did I have to do? What did you certainly have to do? Ring, ring. Hello, Mr. Johnson. Is your daughter Kelly home? Yes, this is the 12-year-old boy down the street. Could I talk to your daughter? That'd be great. We just want to hang out.
Yeah,
but that took a certain element of social aptitude,
Of course.
And now kids, it could just be another old man yells at cloud statement, Chad, because I guess I'm old enough to say those things.
No, dude, you can't be old man because what the hell does that make me?
Kids these days.
No, yes.
Well, judging by the beard, a little bit more gray in that one.
Oh man, dude, I know, man. I've been working on this thing, dude, and I don't know how long it's gonna last. We'll see, dude. We'll see. Yeah.
Well, do you technically have sideburns if you have a full beard?
We'll see.
Yeah, man. Look at that. The Chooch chops.
Chooch chops, dude, are all blended in, man.
Locally famous and internationally renowned.
They are, dude. They might have to come back soon, dude. You can always veer off your identity for a while, but then it comes back into play. So
is there anything worse than accidentally hacking one of your sideburns?
Dude, oh god, dude. You don't know how many times it took me so long
having to take it up your face.
Yes.
People have said to me for a long time, they go, Mark, have you ever not had the sideburn? I said, no, you don't want to see it. There's probably a tan line. Like, trust me, I need it to frame my face or else I look like a complete stooge.
Yes, dude. Yeah, I hate that, dude. You start hacking, you're like, oh crap. And then you're like, okay, higher. All right.
And it's always photo day. It's always freaking photo day.
It's always photo day, dude. Yeah. And the worst is with body hair, but we're not even going to talk about that.
So. Yeah, next topic. All right, hold on.
Yeah, right on, dude.
No, spring training baseball, it's here. It hardly feels like it. I don't know if I'll be attending any games this year for spring training. I certainly hope when baseball gets going, we can see fans in the stands again.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Sorry about that, Frank. You got anything to say to Frank?
Dude, Frank is down there in Surprise, Arizona, dude. This is the guy I stayed with when I went down to Arizona last year, man. He's a hell of a baseball guy. We got to get him on, dude. Talk some ball. The guy knows his stuff. He's passionate, and he is Todd Tallis from San Francisco, man. My coach buddy that I coached with in San Francisco. It's his father-in-law. And he's a good cat, man. But yeah, his 63-year-old bladder, which we don't want to talk about, is not happy about 40s. Yeah, thank you for the 40s. I'm on the upper end of that puppy coming up. I got a birthday coming up. What's up with that? But Frank, good stuff. Go Cubs. Okay, all right, dude. All right, yeah. Go Cubs. Hey, the Cubs are going to be mediocre at best this year, right? Am I wrong?
Which of these Cubs that had an incredibly disappointing 2020 will bounce back first? Javier Baez, Chris Bryant.
Baez.
Even though Baez batted less than 200 last year, can you believe it? Can you even freaking believe that?
It's just, dude, think about the situations before we go into 60 games, COVID, all kinds of different protocols. People are much more comfortable with the protocols and everything now. Everything was brand new at the time. I give guys a break on the 60-game season, dude, good or bad. Some people overperformed and some people underperformed. You're going to see it now. We got a 162-game schedule. We'll see if they can make it if they can finish the journey there. That's a long time. But with the vaccination rollout being a little bit more planned now and put together and actually working. And then also, with people hopefully taking better precautions, man, because they want sports, they want to do things, then we can see it. But long story short, yeah, I think Baez, even though Bryant's got to be pissed, a lot of people are talking a bunch of junk about him, dude. I mean, bad. They're talking about trading him for nothing, dude. I mean, would you be pissed off if you were Chris Bryant? He's an all-star, dude.
Yeah, he looked like he was headed the route of Mike Trout and Bryce Harper in terms of a contract extension. He was an MVP candidate for 2 of his first 3 years, and he hasn't hardly qualified for an all-star game since. He slugged less than 500 last year. He batted 206.
Yeah,
too talented for that.
Yeah, the Cubs had a lot of non-performers last year, as all Cubs fans know, I'm sure. And they're pretty pissed off from the stuff I hear, man, about them. Bargain basement. I hear dumpster diving. I hear all this kind of stuff. Crying poor, dude, at Wrigley Field. And so I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. It's going to be interesting because the Cardinals are in there. Let's see, who else is in the freaking Central, dude? Why am I blanking on this? The Pirates are non-existent. They traded away all their guys, even though they only had about 3. And then who am I missing on that? There's a big one I'm missing. The Brewers, of course.
The Reds.
The Reds. God, they're just like an enigma, dude. The Reds are like, do they want to be good or I don't know. And then they get Trevor Bauer and then they let him go. So I don't know. And then, keep an eye on Nico Horner, dude. That's a good call, Frank, because I watched him, not because I watched him, but I saw him at Stanford play shortstop. And you know what? I wasn't particularly impressed. I thought he was solid. I thought he was a decent hitter, but I didn't think he was first-round pick. And then the Cubs take him, and then they throw him high in the system, and he ends up making his major league debut. I don't know if you can bring up some Nico Horner stats or nothing, but I didn't see great. I don't know. I think he's a solid ball player. I don't think he's Javi Baez kind of special, man.
No, not at all. But he's got a great ball name. One of the better baseball names you'll hear, Nico Horner.
Hey, Nico, come on over, man. Yeah. Hey,
now
Nico.
batting number 2, Nico Horner.
Oh, man. That reminds me, dude, of Roy's, the voice from God Steele at the Oakland Coliseum, man. God rest his soul, man.
He and Dick Callahan. They lost both of their PA guys.
I know, man. It's been such a turnover.
Coliseum will never sound the same.
Yeah.
Such a turnover.
Such a turnover, dude.
But
and
anyways,
we're going to miss that. Yes. What else you got for us today, man? What's going on?
Well, I'm not going to let you forget that just last week on this show, you brought up a topic saying Steph Curry. Is he who he used to be? Have we seen the peak of his powers in the past? And an update. Like I said, he's at the peak of his powers right now.
Yeah, Steph Curry, I should know better than to say something like that. But I'll tell you right now, man, watching him is a freaking unreal, man. But I mean, I was talking about the whole feel. I mean, I don't think you can relive the magic of those years, dude. And Steph Curry being as good as he was around that supporting cast. I mean, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala, go through everybody there, man. It was ridiculous.
He's putting up a 35-5 line, though, his MVP season. And he's doing that with way less help, way more pressure, way more double teams. And he just spit out this type of a streak. He became the first player since Michael Jordan, heard of him, good company, since Michael Jordan, to go 10 consecutive games, scoring 25 points or more and shooting 50% from the field. He didn't stop there. He actually shot 50% from 3 over that 10-game stretch. Holy cow.
That's pretty sick.
He's a splash brother, but I think all by himself, he's a human torch. I mean, that guy.
No, that guy is – he changed the game of basketball.
He did permanently, and he's still the only one that can truly do what he's doing. And we like to call that a Curry flurry. When he gets on these type of hot streaks, man, this is the stuff we're talking about. This is the stuff of legends.
No doubt. And the Warriors need it, man. They need it. They're looking pretty decent, man. They're middling and out, man. They got a couple games over 500. They got the big swag dude coming back, dude, Wiseman. Big Sweezy. I don't know. I just made that up. Swag and Sweezy. Okay. Anyways, long story short, dude, I like their chances of backing into the playoffs, maybe even 5-6. And seeing what they can do, man. I like Kelly Oubre has really. Let's talk about Kelly Oubre for a second because that dude had a rough start. That's like a start that I would have in the NBA, dude. Okay, like
shooting 20% from 3. Yeah,
20. I'd be happy with that. And and now he has come to life. And come on, Steve Kerr is not Coach of the Year and a great mentor for a lot of coaches to be for no reason at all. And he's finding out what works and where people are the best at, and that's what he's the best at. And Oubre's starting to find his rhythm, dude. So if they get him going, Wiggins has been solid on defense as well. Curry, and then Wiseman comes back, and then you got you got a solid team. They need a little bit more depth to go longer in the playoffs, but they're fun to watch again, so that's cool.
Oh, yeah, much more fun. The energy and athleticism of not only Wiggins, but Oubre on defense is making a big difference. They both have length. Oubre's left-handed, which makes things a little unique. And compared to last year's team, this team is much more athletic, has a lot more perimeter defense, and they have Steph Curry back. I don't miss a Warriors game any given night. I mean, in this COVID world, it's must-see television with Curry on there. And shout out Shea, Juan Toscano Anderson, local product that actually
yes.
I sandbagged him a little bit. I said, hey, here we are starting Juan Toscano Anderson. It's not appealing when you see the new guy, number 95, in the starting lineup. It kind of feels like a developmental player. Or here's your jersey kid.
Well, he was. Dude.
He was, but he is from the town. He's from Oakland. He's a charming interview. He grew up watching the Warriors, and he said personally he was upset when the Warriors traded Monte Ellis. So not that long ago, Juan Toscano Anderson was just a fan. Yeah,
no doubt about it. And he's got a great story, man. They wrote it up. They local papers have knocked it down a little bit, but there's a great story on The Athletic as well. It's probably my go-to sports read, dude, for all things sports journalism, dude. It's just awesome. And I haven't got paid by them yet. Regardless, Juan Toscano Anderson, dude, yes. I mean, he's a hell of a story. The thing I worry about the Warriors is depth, like I told you about. I think that they are going to more than likely know that they got a pretty good team this year. It's decent, so they'll probably go out and get some guys at the trade deadline in March. I can see that happening. Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if you saw the game last night, but Steph Curry was 2 of 14 from 3, and he kept firing away, and he made his last 2. Boy, did
in overtime. Yeah, they overcame a 19-point deficit, dude. That's
and then
that's pretty sweet, man.
He went double dagger duty in overtime, and to keep shooting, on a cold night, and he still wins the game. He's still
Steph Curry.
Yeah,
Steph Curry, dude.
I mean, I always say there's no one. It's obvious how much joy he has out there playing, but that guy is just acing his life. I mean, I don't know all the ins and outs of his life, but I don't know there's many guys out there that are doing more of what they were meant to do than Steph Curry playing basketball joyfully. So
it's a great statement. It's right on, man.
Of all the athletes I observe, it seems like Curry is top tier, doing exactly what he was born to do.
We're not even going to respond to that comment, dude. Because because that's over with and done. Okay. So regardless, man, how about this, man? When you throw down Steph Curry, okay, and you look at his life, you look at his family, you look at what he's doing in the community, there's not too many people better than him, like you mentioned, dude, that is doing anything worthy of comparison, dude. I know there's other guys doing great things, but man, dude, I love what Curry's doing, what he's doing for the area, and what he's done for basketball in itself. So, and no, dude, I don't watch the Warriors games live, only because they come on at midnight here or 12:30.
Yeah,
so
you're probably getting snippets, right? Yeah, you're just seeing highlights on Twitter or wherever you're getting your sports news.
Yeah, I check out the highlights, dude.
Well, every single night, that guy puts somebody through a washing machine, and all he has to do is just look up. He's on the perimeter, and he's doing, all of his crossovers through the legs, back and forth. Nobody can keep up with him. Guys on roller skates, love seeing the 7-footers trying to cover him. All Curry has to do is just stab his shoulder in and look up, and they have to freeze for the three-pointer, and he's gone past them. It's incredible how quickly he can get to the hoop, considering he's not an explosive athlete like Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, etc. He's B+ athlete out there. A+ conditioning, B+ explosiveness, and he's just doing it over and over every single night. So what a pleasure it has been to watch Steph Curry this year. He only played 4 games last year. So
I know, man. Yeah, busted his wrist, and that was one ugly team to watch last year.
Yeah, and he's going to be all alone at the top of the three-point shooting, the all-time three-pointers list by this time next year for sure. And then we're just going to sit back and watch him put a Gretzky-like amount of space between he and number 2 on the all-time 3-point list. So that'll be fun to watch as well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Gretzky-like space.
A Gretzky-like space. Gretzky has 1,000 more points than anyone else. Almost 1,000.
Dude, sickest hockey player, man.
What was his nickname?
Whoa, hold on a second. I got this. Don't know.
Here's a hint. It wasn't the GOAT. People weren't saying that back then.
I always know this, man, that he always skated to where he thought the puck was going to go, as opposed to where it was, and that's what made him ridiculously special.
I think you meant to say that's what made him the great one.
Oh, of course.
You missed that one.
See, this is why I got my bro on the other side here, man, because sometimes I forget some things. It's just the way life goes.
We're finally pointing the right way. I think I finally got that down.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Show number 5.
Show number 5, but first one, dude, and congratulations. First one on our channel, dude.
The MisippBros. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I've always wanted to say that. Now I can officially call myself an influencer. So wherever that subscribe button is in your world, on your locale, on your device, on your iPhone, hit it.
Nice, dude. But who are you influencing?
Young, impressionable minds, most likely.
Yes. Okay. Right.
You know,
that's a grand responsibility, dude.
It is. So I take it upon myself to put out quality content and let the little ones know it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right.
There you go. That's my bro. That's my bro right there. All right.
I saw something in the NFL, and it's kind of crazy to wrap your head around and think this. We saw another quarterback traded this morning, formerly of the Philadelphia Eagles. Now for the bargain basement price of a 3rd rounder and a future 2 as well. Carson Wentz is now at the Colts. Reason it's significant in this offseason is he was the number 2 pick of the 2016 draft. The number 1 pick in the same draft, Jared Goff, also relocated teams. So we're talking about that draft. The top 2 quarterbacks are already with a new team. They're not with the original club that drafted them, even at that lofty status. Years. Sure. Yeah. But go back just the year before that. The number 1 pick, Jameis Winston. He's not on his original team. The number 2 pick, Marcus Mariota. He's not on his original team. So as we look forward to this year's NFL draft and we think of the Trevor Lawrences and the Justin Fields and all these sure things, they're probably going to go 1 and 2, right? Any guarantee they won't be on their team a couple years in the future?
Quarterback is so hard in the NFL. It's the absolutely hardest position. So I think maybe 20% of them will be good, dude.
We're talking about the top 2 picks. This is kind of new territory here.
Dude, you know what? And a lot of, because of our short-sightedness now, and because of our need for instant gratification in everything, it's also in front offices, NFL, NBA, MLB, you name it, any sport, you name it. They need to splash right away or else they're gone, dude. Okay? So the fact is that quarterbacks are always going to go top 5 now because they're looking for the next one, dude. The next one to keep them in a job, dude. All right? So what happens? They overanalyze and they overpick. Mitch Trubisky. Okay, you can name all these guys that are come out. They just came out recently for me. Jameis Winston was a huge reach. That guy had flags coming out of college, dude, out of Florida State.
Got to eat those W's, Chooch. You got to eat them.
W's. I mean, is that the stupidest thing you ever heard? My boy West, dude, Mountain West, dude, sent me a video one time, and he had Jameis eating W's. It was hilarious, dude. And so I was like, you got to be an idiot to say something like that. But I'm not just saying he's an idiot because of what he said. It's because of his play. And it wasn't very good, dude. It's very hard, dude, to do this, man. So, I can see Justin Fields, man, is athletic as hell. They're talking about the kid from BYU, I think it is, man, going high. And then Trevor Lawrence looks like a guy that you could definitely draft number 1, dude. And then see where it goes. Yes, dude, you're going to see a lot of quarterbacks wash out. It's just the way it is, dude. It's a really hard position and really hard. Not everybody can win, regardless of what society tells you these days.
Well, yeah, no, agreed there. Agreed there. I was thinking on the topic of Carson Wentz, there was something about his journey or his just the way things shook out for him in Philadelphia, that always reminded me of what used to be a local quarterback, but Derek Carr of the Las Vegas Raiders. You know this. You know the 2016 season. That was Jack Del Rio's finest year in Oakland. 12 wins. Derek Carr was playing MVP caliber ball, and I'll never forget being in that stadium on Christmas Eve when he got his leg broken by a Colt. Dwight Freeney was the one to come in and do it. Actually, forgive me. It was the Colts, but it was it was Dwight Freeney. What am I talking about? Anyway, got to trust myself. Derek Carr had his finest season cut short, and I don't think we've seen that same level of play from Derek Carr since, where Carson Wentz in 2017, it was the Eagles Super Bowl year. He was playing his best ball before he suffered a similar broken back. Derek Carr also broke his back. Yeah, the transverse fracture, whatever that was. And as we know, history would show that would go on to say, Nick Foles would become the hero. Big Dick Nick. Shout out Nick Foles.
Big Dick Nick.
That's what they call him in Philly.
If my name is Nick, dude, I'm all over that nickname.
Oh, I mean, come on.
That's the greatest nickname ever, dude.
But Carson Wentz never got to that level. He never got to enjoy he never got to reap the benefits of that season personally. He's a Super Bowl champion, but he never got to enjoy that glory as the starting quarterback. And then ever since then, it's been a years of frustrations with the fit, with the coach, the relationship. He hasn't played his best ball since 2017. Carson, I'm wishing you well. I believe he's reuniting with a coach or a coordinator or some sort of staff.
Frank Reich.
It's going to be, put up or shut up time for him, year 4, year 5, similar to Derek Carr. Are these guys franchise quarterbacks, or are they just pretty good?
There's only a few, dude. Don't kid yourself. There's only a few franchise quarterbacks, and they're on one hand. You can name them, dude. And so the fact is that Wentz, dude, had his time, and you can see how fast the narrative can turn, dude. How people want, they don't even want rookies sitting on the bench and watching the game anymore, dude. They want them in now. And Carson Wentz, dude, had his time. He did not continue to fulfill that, and he's gone. That's the way the NFL is, dude.
He went from the next guy in Philly. It seemed like he was on his way to be there for a long time to flaming out in just a couple years. A lot can change in 4 years. I mean, the coach isn't even there anymore. I mean, wow.
No, right. Exactly, dude. Front office is gone. I mean, all that stuff changes, man. So dude. So, I mean, we touched on the NFL, NBA, a little bit of Major League Baseball, dude. Gloves are popping, dude. Bats are cracking, all this kind of stuff, dude. Are you – how do I say this, man? I know we talked about this last time, man, but if I were to get a free ticket to spring training, dude, am I going? I don't think so. Not yet. Not with the numbers for the virus down in Arizona, and especially Florida, dude. I am not going to Florida, man. In fact, I got to stop over in Florida on a plane flight coming up, man, next week, and I'm not happy about that.
Next week, where are you flying, Chooch?
Oh, dude. Well, the next, you're going to have to tune in to see where I come from next, dude. That's part of the fun.
Always a wanderer.
I am, dude. I am, man.
I mean, his shirt literally says "Lost at Last," people. So,
yes,
he's not shy to the travel.
I got my little puppy in there, man, and I think I got it's in Washington, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's when I was trekking up in the hills up in the Pacific Northwest for a while, dude. Great little small town, dude. Very cool, and just get lost for a while, dude. It's good for the soul, bro.
Well, here's from the message boards. Our boy KB. AKA White Rice, he's known for getting lost. He likes to get lost in the woods, get lost over a cliff jump, get lost in the desert. He might just find him at Joshua Tree one of these days. But shout out KB. Major League Sports are cutthroat. The term is "What have you done for me lately?" And lately comes around often in the sports world. So
It does, dude. No doubt about it, man. Major League Sports are cutthroat, Kyle. There's no doubt about it, man. That's why they're the major leagues, dude. They're the best of the best. If you don't have game, man, get out of here. Period. And people don't pay good money to see B+. They want A all the time. And that's why Major League is Major League, dude. And I love it, I love it that, even the most talented person will get washed out of the major leagues because they don't put the effort in. You got to have the mind and the talent, dude, to go together, and the swag, dude. You got to have swag, bro. You're playing with the big boys, and so the big boys and big girls, dude. Let's not be serious, man. These women athletes, man, and all these women's sports are coming up fast, dude. And so you got to be big time to get in those games, man. Definitely.
Oh yeah. So I know we talked a lot of professional sports today. I just wanted to bring up a couple casual sports or casual things going on in the world, in my world, in your world. I had a funny thought, Chad. I had a funny thought related to COVID and the world we're living in right now. Okay. I was going to ask you, do you remember the last concert you attended?
Oh man, dude. Yes. It was at AT&T Pac Bell / Oracle / whatever park they call it now in San Francisco. It was on the field, and it was James Taylor.
Nice. How many years ago?
Oh, man, dude. I was living in San Francisco across from the park, man. A cool spot I had, man. Let's see. I want to say 2016 or 17.
That's a slump. That's a relative slump in Chooch life. Yeah, you go to concerts more often than every 5 years, usually, right?
And dude, I don't. I would definitely do that, man. Wait a minute. I think I went to a Chesney concert or a Buffett concert. No, that was before then. No, I think Taylor was my last one. Yes. How about yourself, dude? How about yourself?
Red Rocks Amphitheater, a legendary venue in Colorado, over in Morrison. I went there in 2019 for a reggae festival. Stick Figure, Revolution, Iration. It was a great show.
Stick Figure. You
love Stick Figure. If you haven't listened to Stick Figure, people, get a look.
What the hell you doing? What the hell you doing with your life?
Get a taste of a groovy reggae sound. Very unique sound. I've enjoyed Stick Figure for about 10 years now. Yeah.
And Stick Figure, you can DM us, dude, and let us know, man, that you appreciate us throwing you down on the MisippBros podcast.
Well, you gotta love, man. They come out to every show with their tour dog. They got like a chocolate lab with long hair. Coco the tour dog. Yeah,
that's cool.
Doesn't miss a show.
So they're
another quick one, Chooch. Another quick hit. I don't think you have an answer for this one. If I know you, what was the last movie you saw?
What, dude? What are you doing to me, man?
Chooch doesn't watch a lot of movies, people.
Dude, you throwing me under the movie bus, dude?
Thump.
Wow.
Dude, and while you think about that, I'm going to give the people a taste of how often or not I've gone to the movie theaters with this guy, this guy right here. The last time Chad and Mark, Chooch and Sip went to a movie theater together, the year was 1996. And the film was Space Jam.
Oh, God.
Come on and jam if you want to slam. Everybody get up. It's time to jam now. We got a real thing going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Look
at him go, folks. Yeah, dude, that was a killer movie. And if that's the last movie I saw, that would be cool because it was with you. So that's good.
Life was pretty simple back then. Yeah. Yes, it might have even been 1995, by the way. Holy cow!
Dude, anyway, it was. Yeah, you got me on that one, bro. That's
you don't even know you don't know the last movie you saw.
No, I don't.
And you probably watched 37 minutes of it and then read a book.
Yeah, or read a book or read some sports articles or something like that. But no, dude. You know what? The last few years, let's see, about 3 years ago, man, I caught. See, I can't remember the name of the movie anymore, dude. That's horrible. It was that movie where all the actors gained. They filmed over like 20 years, and they looked the same as they did as they grew older. It was a freaking awesome movie, and it was so good. I don't even remember the name of it, dude. So,
all right, there you have it. That is the answer I knew I would get. There it is.
Dude, you totally set me up. See, okay, this is what MisippBros is obviously taking on its form, man. We're kind of molding it. It's got a bunch of clay going right now. We're figuring it out. But I think, obviously, dude, the no reference, surprise, what movie is the last time you think? When's the last baseball game you went to? What number did Tim Brown wear with the Raiders? What number did Tom Rathman wear with the Niners? What number did Joe Barry Carroll wear with the Warriors? Now, I know you won't know that one because it's older than you, more than likely. So that's what you're going to get here on MisippBros, man. We're going to throw all kinds of stuff out at you. Enjoy. Coming from everywhere around the globe. I'll be traveling. I know my bro's going to be traveling soon. Yes. And so he's got the St. Louis. Dude, before we go, man, because we're coming up on an hour, dude, and
you mean these Battlehawks?
Yeah, I need to know what the hell the St. Louis Battlehawks are. Tell me. Come on.
Come on, man. That's the XFL team in St. Louis. They were selling.
Is this from the same league that went bankrupt twice?
Hey, man, we'll be back stronger than ever in 2022. I am absolutely missing the XFL right now and all the crazy beer snakes that the fans had going on in the stands. It was just a nice thing to have an alternative football league in the springtime. Yes. They were doing it well. It was polished up. They were bringing new cameras. They were doing interviews on the sideline during the game. It was cool to get close to the game. You could hear the plays called in the huddle. Just another competition breeds innovation. Okay, and when you have
truth.
When you have an alternate league, you have new ideas. You have players with second chances, and many XFL players made it permanently onto NFL rosters last year. So dozens of reasons I'm missing the XFL right now. Unfortunately, my St. Louis Battlehawks will not be taking the field this Saturday or any Saturday until the year 2022. The Rock, I'm looking at you. Bring it, man. Bring the XFL back. I know you will. And he recently just filed for a trademark. He Hate Me clothing brand. Keep an eye out for that. He's going to be the official apparel of the XFL, going all the way back to Rod Smart. He Hate Me.
Yes,
talk about some grassroots. So
yeah, I watched him play live.
But one sport I will be playing this weekend. Played it last weekend for the first time. Now I've thrown many a frisbee disc.
First time? That was your first time playing?
First time. Dude, I've thrown many a frisbee disc. We've had hours of catch over the years, Chad. I'm pretty sure you drilled me right between the eyes one time. I clearly wasn't looking. I think you gave me a busted nose.
Got your attention, didn't it, man?
Broken my nose a couple times. People don't get to see this beauty up close, but when I do this, see this? This is the boxer's nose. This is the running into the goalpost in soccer. Maybe a hit by pitch in baseball. This thing's been busted up, but you wouldn't even hardly know it. So you're welcome there.
Dude,
now,
I had no idea.
Disc golf. You got a putter. You got a long distance driver. You got a fairway driver, and you got the mid range. Now, I played on a tiny little course in Walnut Creek called Walden Park, home of nothing but par threes. Very basic, very beginner.
Walden Park, dude. I was born in Walnut Creek, dude.
Yeah, right there off of what is it? Right off of Treat and Oak. Anyways, had the backpack going. Had the cooler on the backpack. A couple discs in there. Really casual, fun game. But the discs are quite different to throw than a usual frisbee disc. They don't carry as far. They have a certain weight to them. They always want to slice, depending on, I'm a righty, so it wants to fade away from me. So played one round of 9, got a little more dialed in, played a second round of 9. It was much better. But I'm looking forward to, and I got my own gear already, getting out to the Tilden Parks and the Golden Gate Parks, because I know we got some extremely big golf disc course here. So.
I'm telling you right now, man, I'm stoked that you're jumping on that, dude, because that is a cool sport, dude. Yeah. And I've played a couple times, man. I played in Chico one time. I think I was really hammered at the time, so this was a long time ago, and I don't really remember. But, dude, I made up for it, man, and I played a few times, man. You got to go to Golden Gate, dude. It is the Frisbee course on the West Coast, from what I hear. And they got a bunch up in the Washington area, as you know. But, dude, the Golden Gate field, Park field is killer, dude. It is so many little obstacles, trees everywhere, fields. There's people cruising around. And it's a good one for the freaking COVID, dude, because you're not around a lot of people. So that's
these
cool.
These are the things I'm doing during COVID, right? Disc golf, driving range. Apparently, golf things are some of the only things you can do in California right now. So until my bowling alleys come back, until baseball games can be had, softball, these are the sports for SIP right now. Disc golf and golf. And
right on,
that's where we're at right now. So what are some things people are doing out there to entertain themselves in Chile? I imagine football's the thing, and maybe volleyball.
Oh my God, dude! Colo Colo is the local sport here, man. Soccer team, football. Okay, and they were on the verge. This is the team. of the Hernandez family here, dude. Okay, you do not mess with Colo Colo. They are in the Premier League, in the first league here, and they were in. Get this, dude. This is what happens in soccer, which I think I like because it should happen in baseball too, but it never will. If you have such a shitty record and you're terrible, you get relegated to the second division.
Mm-hmm. They do the same thing in the Premier League in English
so
soccer.
check this out. Because of COVID, they had to get rid of 2 or 3 teams, okay? Or they had to go down. So Colo Colo is the local team here, and they were on the verge, dude, of freaking going down. And they have like 100-year history here of always being a good team, and they've rough time. Anyways, dude, the family was going crazy, dude, over soccer, which I'm trying to get into, man. It is pretty interesting at times, but I just can't stop them from freaking after you get elbowed or hit and you fall on the ground, don't act like you got shot by a sniper, dude, okay?
I won't tell all your new family and friends all the wonderful things you've said about soccer over the years. I won't. I'll just keep that to myself.
Okay, all right.
Because I always like to say America likes touchdowns, slam dunks, home runs, points on the board. And we just, as a society in America, monster trucks and fireworks. We can't appreciate, most of us. We can't appreciate a 0-0 draw.
No,
0-0.
Juanito is Mariella's brother. Biggest fan of Colo Colo, dude, he ever met in your life. 27 years old, dude. This guy's a riot, and he was going nuts, dude. And he's going nuts on a 0-0 game, dude.
Well, I mean, because that moment could come.
It's cero, man. I'm like, dude, nothing's happening.
But that moment when the ball finally gets in the net in the 88th minute, there's a goal! You can't deny that. Now that is the fun part of soccer.
No doubt about it, dude. And when Colo Colo scored one, and this kid Solari, dude, right wing, is pretty damn talented, man. He freaking put it in the net, dude. Took 3 guys on his own, weaved through a bunch of guys, dude, made a killer shot, and freaking goal, dude. It was pretty exciting, dude. I have to say that. But that was 1 minute out of 90, and so hey, man, they won 1-0. Just to let you know. And so they did not get relegated down. So the season was a success.
I never, ever thought in all my days in this lifetime I'd ever get a Chilean soccer report from Chooch.
You know what, man? That is part of Chooch always reinventing himself, dude. Always willing to change as opposed to continue on my stubborn ways. And so it has helped me in a lot of things in life. But yes, I agree. I never thought I'd be given a Chilean soccer report in my life. Yep.
Well,
so here we are.
We've done a miraculous job at failing again at keeping this under 45 minutes. We're going to try to dial it in, but the time has come. We're going to keep it under an hour. We appreciate your support, everybody. We really do as we look to get this going.
It much. Yes.
You can you can say you were one of the original subscribers to the MisippBros channel before thousands upon thousands flood the airwaves.
We're going to have the K next to the subscriber mark here pretty soon. You watch, dude. You watch. So you watch, man. Hey, dude, this is awesome, man. And thank you, everyone, for checking it out, man. Let your friends know. Throw it out on social media if you want. We're not gonna be mad at you.
No.
Also, what Mondays
sharing is caring, people. Sharing is caring.
Mondays and Thursdays right now, dude, for sure. We might, if something crazy happens, man, might just pop in, dude, and share some thoughts and opinions, analysis, all that fun stuff, man, from the MisippBros, dude. One's a little bit older, not too older. One's a little bit younger, not too younger. But I'll tell you what, man, we got some great opinions. We got great different takes, different eras, man, and I love it, man. Hey, man, miss you, bro. I'll see you out in Cali in March, man. But until then, dude, what else you got for us on the way out?
That's it. Just want to say, make it a great Thursday, people, whatever's left of it. Again, friends on the East Coast, I know you're enjoying those victory brews, those Yingling lagers, all that good stuff. It's only 2:30 over here, but excited to my Thursday night concludes with what we call buckets and beers. Me and the guys get out to the driving range. Again, golf. Shout out golf. Get out to the driving range every Thursday, pal around, hit some balls. And I'm surprised at the amount of females that I see there. I'm not kidding. About 20 to 30% of the golfers I see.
40 seconds to keep it under an hour, dude.
Lady golfers. Love it. Love to see more of you out there. And they're not just out there. They're out there with real swings. I mean, these girls could give me a couple lessons. So,
all right, get out there.
To see the female presence out there.
Get to Golden Gate Park and get that Frisbee golf going, dude. All right, cool. Disc golf. All right. Hey, for the MisippBros, dude, you got Sip on your right, Big Bro on your left, man. We are out.
Adios.